Feel like I'm on TV or something.
All right, all right. Peace, peace, black family. This your man Al Jihad the God, Black Power, Crip Life. Those who know me know this. This is a special show tonight, man. I had to go and grab some righteous sisters, to get some of that good divine feminine energy, man. I'm tonight. I am simply just a student. I'm just simply here to ask questions and what I mean, and let y'all give me the answers. It's nothing too raw. It's just, but it is straight to the point. And I want y'all to be like, I'm talking about mad honest. You know what I mean? Because especially now, sister. But before we do it, let's everybody introduce themselves.
Okay, I'm sorry, my son trying to call in. Let me hit him up real quick. Y'all can go ahead. Y'all come back to me if you don't mind.
Okay. Whoever would like to go first, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Larisha. I am 32 years old, and I was born in California. I was raised in Oklahoma City.
All right. What do you do besides on your pastime or whatever? I see you got a whole lot of knowledge yourself. You know what I mean? I've been seeing the stuff you be posting. Like, is there any special programs you with anything?
No, as of right now, no, because I'm more into learning myself first. More. So as of right now, no, I'm really staying to myself a lot, to be honest.
Hey.
Because I'm trying to help myself first. I can't help no one else if I can't even help myself, so.
Totally understand. Self-healing is like probably the number one medicine for a lot of us. Sister Naya.
Yeah, Naya Bing. I always say Naya Bing because that's like my internet. That's one of my little aliases. But
okay, so now say it again. Say it again. I had trouble last time you was telling me.
Right. Okay. It's Naya Bingy. So it's
Naya
like
Bingy.
A Rastafarian
Sorry
drum
about that
they play.
Okay.
Okay. So they call it like Naya Bingy. So it's an interesting history. I'm gonna send you a link on the history. It's interesting. But yeah. So that's the name. And I'm 40 years old. I'm a mother of 4, and I be working out here in these streets. And I'm semi-righteous. I got like a whole lot of righteous, but I got a whole lot of. I'm with that, I'm with the. Yeah. So, but yeah. Thank you. Though this is gonna be a very interesting conversation because this stuff has been going crazy, man.
Yeah. And my sister from the Panther Party down there.
Oh my gosh, bear with me 1 minute, y'all, please. My son is really blowing this phone up. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. I think he's good now. I'm sending the message. Okay, cool. Okay, I apologize. Were you referring to me, brother?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There's too much going on around here. There's an ambulance behind me across the street, and I'm out in the car because my family is loud. And yeah, so that's what's going on. But I'm trying, y'all. Yes, I'm Nadia. I'm Miriam. I'm Nadia M on here is for the M is for Miriam, of course. My other page got let's just say Facebook don't like me, and I keep ending up in Facebook jail. They locked me out of my other account.
Hey, y'all see, I got a whole different page. I had to do a whole nother page.
Yeah, well, that's what the Nadia M page is. Yeah, it's not my other page. If you find me Nadia Mariam Mabasa, then that's my original page. But they locked me out of there, so it is what it is. But
that means you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, well, I'm trying, Queen. I'm trying. But yes, I'm Nadia. I have 3 adult children, 3 grandchildren, and I work in a security business.
Okay.
And I'm not a security officer. I work in a security business. So I'm a consultant for security. Ma'am. So if somebody needed, then they will call me to get recommendations on what to do and what they need. No, people leave me voicemail. What the world? These people are so distracting on this phone. I apologize.
You're all
yes,
right.
that's what I do. Yes, I'm in the Black Panther Party. I haven't been in there maybe a little over a year or so. I joined the Nation of Islam about 30 years ago. from Muhammad's temple. I've never been under any popular minister. I leave that
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
And let's see what else. What else? That's about it. I just work and try to spread some knowledge when I can, and can
Now I
be a
did
little
see.
controversial sometimes.
Now I did. Now you did send me a link. You are part of like a rescue type of thing for
Mhm.
missing black people, right?
Right, the coalition underserved missing VA is for Virginia. So
Okay.
we yes, in collaboration also with the Sisters of the Underground,
Yes.
and the SADA network, and some other missing people's our people
Yes.
networks. So we collaborate on information and things like that. Virginia has a lot of issue with trafficking, and we just working so many cases. It's like it just never stops. We have a young man in Norfolk. His mom dropped him off at Norfolk State University the other day. Ain't been seen since. 18 years old. It's just too many. It's just too many. It's just too many. I don't know what to tell you. It's just never ending. It's very, very disheartening. It's stressful. I have we have a case. I'm not going to say but we have a case for child abuse. Well, this monster raped one of my comrade's sons a few years back. That goes to court the 27th and the 28th here in Richmond, Virginia. It's just a lot. I was just gathering security for her. I
Yes,
don't know
ma'am.
what to say, y'all. I'm just tired, but
Yeah.
we gotta keep it pushing. Because the people need
Oh
you.
my God.
Well, I would definitely like to thank you three sisters for taking time out y'all day. I know Sunday is mostly the whole kickback day. You know what I'm saying? Uh, to rejuvenate for Monday. We so but I would like to say I mean thank y'all for giving y'all time, and I promise you I won't have y'all on too long. Well basically the time is gonna be up to y'all because I like I said I'm gonna be the student today. I, uh, usually I'll be on. I'm sorry. I usually be on my page, running my mouth, talking about different issues and stuff. But this time I just want to just shut the hell up and like literally see what the hell's going on with this whole gender review. I mean, I said gender review. God damn it. Well,
I
well,
guess
we
you could call it that.
well,
Yeah, really.
we
Let them
haven't
be
had a
known.
gender reveal. Me and my wife just found out we got a little girl on the way.
Oh, congratulations! Yay! Another
Amen.
baby.
That's
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, but the whole gender war, I'm gonna say, what I mean, especially with our own people. Like, but I
Yes.
don't know what the hell this coming to. You know what I mean? Far as like, black man and the black woman, the whole rift between us, like it's becoming kind of stupid now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if our people is understanding this, but that big rift that's coming between us, like that's really almost like on some genocide shit because like
Yeah.
we literally need each other to keep reproducing each other.
Literally. Exactly. I don't understand the whole ideal behind these gender wars. And it shouldn't even be a war. I keep posting about this kind of stuff because it's very disheartening. It's stupid. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna put it out there raw. It's stupid, and it's a lot of B stuff going on.
yes,
Um, I don't want to use profanity, but it's a lot of B stuff going on, and I just don't understand the premise behind all of this. Like you said, we need each other to make more of each other, and we should be having each other's back, especially in this day and time. I mean, for over 400 years, they've been pitting us against each other. Let me start with the Willie Lynch letter. This was all by design. And then you have people
An
even now,
agenda.
yeah. I mean, even in this century, we at this point in our generation where people are still um, conforming to Willie Lynch. If there was a Willie Lynch, but whoever wrote it, they had in mind what they wanted to do, and that was to separate us.
yeah,
The men from the women. And
yes,
then you have the other people that don't look like us. They going over after the men. Um, and not so much the women, but after the men. And so that's to keep them out of the home. And the guys say, well, no, it's welfare. No, it's food stamps. No, it's this. They're keeping us out of the home by giving the sisters, all of this free stuff or whatever. No, that's not what's going on. That's not what's going on. Now, if you um get food stamps, if you get welfare, whatever, then yes, there are certain criteria you have to follow because this is government subsidy. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
it
Yes,
was
if
ma'am.
never
the
meant to
men
help
would,
us though. But it was
yeah,
never
well, if
designed to help us
it
at
was
all. It was
designed for
designed to
them.
keep us to separate. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
And what we did was we went on and snatched it up, thinking that it's for our benefit. And really, that shit is hindering the hell out of us because it's keeping us separated and keeping us against each other. Because I'm a woman and I need
It
me a man,
does.
honey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
I'm
I
not
can say the
walking
same
around like
thing.
that.
But
That's
this is
Huh?
the
right.
thing, though. This is the thing, though. This is what really bothers me. Is that they'll call us feminists.
Yep.
So do you know what the definition of a feminist is? Because if you look at the root word of feminist, it's feminine.
Mhm.
So I'm all about being feminine. So if you want to add an ist on it, you can do that, but it has nothing to do with any of these feminists from days gone by. We're not trying to follow no white women, which is some major bullshit. And I think the whole reason behind those accusations from our men to us, against us, rather, I'm gonna say against us because that's precisely what I mean, is that they're not holding up their end of the family bargain. So since they're not hot, and I don't mean to generalize that as far as all black men, that is certainly not the truth because I know plenty that are actual men and that just some males playing some role on TV.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So the TV of life anyway. So that's where I am with that. No, that's not what a feminist is. That's what they label us as because that's their defense mechanism for not doing their part. If they were in the
Mhm.
home with these women that they protect, that they're supposed to be protecting, that they keep impregnating and actually helping to raise these families, there would be no welfare. There would be no food stamps for us. That was not invented for us in the first place. And then we
Well,
would
no
have
child
our strong,
support.
yeah, but that too. Absolutely, no child support. We'd be supporting each other as a family. And since that's not always the case, and then they'll say, well, these single moms, the reason why they're gay boys because the single moms, no, that's a lie too
Mhm.
because some of these males out here rape their sons.
Mhm.
Just keep it real. Some of these nasty
Yep.
uncles, they rape their sons. Some of their friends, they rape their sons. You know, um, their uncles, the cousins, the neighborhood dudes, or whatever, and they turn these little boys out. The same way they'll be raping these little girls and turning them out before they're old enough to have sex. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So if you're going to be this great manly role model, then you need to be in the home doing what you were supposed to be doing as a father and a brother and an uncle and being a protector of the black women and of the black children and raise these families together. But no, you want to have a whole bunch of big excuses, being and moaning and whining because you're inept.
Hey, y'all know what? Y'all just started firing shots. I ain't even asked the question yet.
Oh, I apologize. I
Cause
apologize.
I'm
Y'all
really,
forgive me.
Hey,
Oh my God.
I
cause
see.
I'm
I'm
really
so
into
sorry.
it
I,
too.
I,
Like,
I see that I got the right women on here. Y'all mean y'all came off the top like as soon as I said live, y'all like, hey, well, I'm gonna tell y'all this much. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I'm
hey,
gonna
uh-uh.
I
screech.
got
I'm
you
gonna screech
firing
my brakes.
shots, man. Hey, hey, respect, Queen, respect. Uh,
But yeah.
is it okay to ask my question?
No, I ain't finished. No, no, no. I'm joking. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Hey, no, hey, everything that was said, hey, you get no disagreement from your brother. I mean, facts. You know what I mean? There's no way in hell we can, especially us as black men, and if anybody who truly look at my channel, no, I
Mhm,
stay on niggas, man. Like, like
mhm.
all that old living off your woman and not doing nothing, and ain't trying to set guidelines for your seeds and stuff like that. I stay on niggas like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
so you get no disagreement from me. But real quick, I want to go around, starting with Sister Naya Bingy. I say it right?
Yeah, you said it right.
I gotta remember Naya Bingy. They're so pretty. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She is pretty. Both y'all are pretty.
Thank you. Look, we all fly up in
Beautiful
him.
sister.
Oh, yeah, hear me? What the hell
Yeah,
going on?
you froze up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, everything just went dark just now. I don't know what the hell that's about.
I can see.
That's some goddamn crackers, man. The crackers trying to stop. They trying to stop. They trying to stop this wisdom, man. All right. Now I want to go. Did I say it right? Naya Bingy.
Yep, you said it right. Perfect.
Man, got that shit.
Yep.
All right. Now I'm gonna start with you. In your own words, what do you define as? No, I said define. Define as black divine feminine. What is the divine feminine in your own words?
Okay, what is divine feminine? So, divine feminine is basically divine feminine is like being able to tap into a very like high form of self. When I think of divine feminine, I think of like mitochondrial DNA. I think about like, because we are literally connected to like our first ancestor through the mitochondrial DNA.
Yeah.
That's like a divine feminine. So throughout all those women's, for all those lines, since the beginning of humans as we know it right now, like that carries like a massive collection of data. You know what I'm saying? Like you pulling from like some very heavy energy. So I think that as Black women, I think that all women can actually embody divine feminine if they're able to tap into it. But for some women who are less melanated, I think it's harder for them to tap into it. Where we can, like, I've seen women go into divine feminine in church with music, you know what I'm saying? I've seen them do the same thing with drums, African drums and stuff. I've seen the Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, the Mex. I've seen everybody be able to tap into like this stream of energy where we just we can tap into something real deep and very old and very ancient. And it's just and the way that we utilize our divine feminine essence is like literally how we move throughout this world. Like how when they say like a woman's mind is different than men's minds, because I watch, it's called The Nothing Box. I watched this like little thing, and it was like this professor talking about how men have a certain setup and women have a certain setup, and he said that women's minds are set up like a ball of wire, and he was like, in this ball of wire, everything connects, everything touches. So like I was telling my dude the other day, I was like, yeah, when I be cooking, I'll be like, oh, he gonna love this, he gonna love. I just really be like into it, like yeah, I can feel it. Like when I'm into it, I'm like tapping into my divine feminine, like, oh, he gonna love this, and I'm gonna do this, and when I do that, when I walk past him, he gonna feel this, like it's like you know what I'm saying, like, but it's something that like we can tap into. That's like I don't know. It's a spiritual thing.
To your essence. But I think it's.
Go ahead.
Don't you coming up next? I got
you.
No, but I just think whatever it is, like it is definitely we have the ability to tap into it. My grandmother tapped into it when she'd be dancing the blues, cooking in the kitchen, cutting up onions, whatever, or whether she was shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like, she shot her head off a snake. It goes down. So it's like whatever is necessary, like we can tap into it, but it's God energy though. It's God power. It's a whole nother level. So that's
Oh, you ain't say we was smoking, LGI.
Oh no, this ain't nothing but a vape.
No judgment zone at all.
Usually
I'm just messing with you.
Usually I do be blowing on some good right now, but I'm gonna start back driving trucks, so I gotta clean my system up. Blah blah blah. Anyway, Sister Larisha, what is your words of divine feminine?
Me.
Yes.
I mean, no, I'm telling you, me.
Don't answer.
I mean, I am, like I am my own definition. I am my grandmother, my great grandmother, my aunts, my aunts. Like like she was saying earlier, like we are our ancestors or whatever, but it's up to us, to want to tap into that and to want to understand it and know that. And a lot of times, it's already inside of us. Like, you know what I mean? And certain things can bring that energy out of you, and you be like, "What the hell was that?" Or like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, you just feel like you're just free, or you just feel like it's just somebody else's side of it. Like, you know what I mean? But it is someone that's inside of you, but it's your ancestors that's inside of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that they're trying to push themselves in their views and everything like that out on you and on the universe and everything like that. So I don't know, like my mind is different. Like I think differently on a lot of subjects and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? So, but like I said, I mean, I feel like my divine energy is myself, honestly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I am who I am. Like, I am my higher self and I am my lower self. But I have to, like, I have to be the one to balance all that out.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
I
Black
mean, I don't know if
power.
that makes
That's
sense or
what's
not.
up.
I don't know.
That's what's up. Sister Nadia, did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. What is, in your own words, divine feminine?
Well, I have to agree with the queens. I think they pretty much hit the nail on the head. Yeah. Because the divine feminine, I have to look at the divine portion of it. I'm not always divine. Not always righteous. Might be right about some things, might be wrong about some things. But at the same point in time, that energy, like the sisters were talking about, coming from the ancestors, because I do come from a long line of and I know that men hate to hear this. So I'm gonna say males, strong women. So that's a buzzword. Y'all forgive me out there. Don't send me no nasty inboxes because y'all don't already know me. I fire back at you. But nevertheless, trying to work on that too. But back to subject matter, divine feminine. I really think the sisters really wrap that up, because when you have ancestry and you just tapping into that, and like sister Naya Bingi, is it Naya Bingi?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you told me I could call you Naya, so
Yeah. You
um so like you say, when you're in the kitchen cooking, and the kitchen is like a laboratory to me, because I'm always whipping up something new and trying to
Yeah.
be divine. And I come from a long line of women that know how to throw down in the kitchen. So, it's like cooking with love. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
want my family to enjoy my food. I like to give them a nice presentation, and that sort of thing. And not just that, making a house a home, not just some dwelling that you're coming into. You want to feel comfortable. You want to make sure that if you are in a relationship with someone, that you're taking care of their needs as well as your own, and they should be reciprocating that energy as well, instead of these brothers out here was like they just expect that you should just be at their beck and call all the time and feeding them grapes and cleaning their toenails and all this craziness. But if you my man, I don't have a problem with doing your pedicure. You know what I'm saying? I'll look at your feet and be like, you know what, it's time. I'm not
For real.
I'm not too good to do that. You don't have to
For
go buy
real,
your
though.
own underwear. You don't have to do none of that if I'm your woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not big headed like that. I want to make sure that, a man in my life is taken care of and he doesn't have to go outside of the home. But some men, they not, well, the males, I'm gonna switch that gear right now, are different. And they will go outside of the home because you just can't satisfy some people. And that's okay. You just keep it pushing. But the divine feminine portion of that is that you're making the effort from
Yes,
your
ma'am.
being and what that you're supposed to be doing, as a woman, and not just a mere female doing what you're supposed to be doing,
Yes, ma'am.
and when you fall short, just be like, okay, well, I messed up this time. Let me get myself together. So that's what that, divine feminine means to me. Just doing the best you can by your family and,
Yes,
and the
ma'am.
people in your community too, spreading that energy, that good energy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful answers. All three of y'all. Beautiful answers. I got my godmothers on there. I don't know. I appreciate y'all probably seen on my Facebook page when I was posting those pictures when they did the Dr. Khaled memorial, the 22nd, that sister that had the red, black, and green wrap on.
Yes, I remember. Beautiful
Yeah,
queen.
but she's actually online. That's my godmother out of New York, and she said that how you doing, Empress Bezowitz, godmama? She said that a woman's natural. She said divine feminine is a woman's natural attributes and qualities.
Yeah. Yep.
Beautiful. Okay. Now, let me see. Two. This is my other question. Why do y'all believe that blacks have the highest divorce rate, starting with Sister Larisha?
Why I gotta start?
Because you're over there too quiet.
Because I'm thinking and I'm listening.
Funny.
Honestly, I thought about that because but I mean, like my grandparents, they were married. My grandmother and my grandfather were married. I want to say like 62 years, and their anniversaries on Valentine's Day.
Beautiful.
So I was like raised in a household where I seen that, like the marriages where no matter what they go through, like they stick together. So I'm not saying it was all peaches and cream, peaches and cream or nothing like that. But nowadays I look at it as if everybody is trying to be someone else, and people are marrying for titles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not marrying for that actual bond. Like, you know what I mean? That actual understanding. They want that title as if, oh, I'm married, like I'm a wife, I'm a husband, but they don't really understand like what all come with that, meaning unconditional. Meaning that no matter what we go through, I'm gonna ride with you. I'm not saying I'm gonna be a fool for you. Now don't get that twisted. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be so easy enough to give up on you. And and then also it's a lot of forgiveness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like forgiving that person and also forgiving yourself and also understanding you and him are her and you. Like, you know what I mean? Like but nowadays everybody wants to be everyone else instead of being who the hell they really are. Because who they really are, it scares them. And a lot of people that played a role of somebody else for so long, they didn't forgot who the hell they are. So they can't give you nothing. They can't give you anything that they don't even got inside themselves, or they don't even know if they have inside themselves. So I honestly feel like a lot of relationships and stuff it's not even based on love or trust. It's based on attention. It's based on time. So that's why nothing lasts no more.
Now you be.
Okay, the question is, why does Black people have such a high divorce rate?
The highest.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a couple of answers to this question, because number one, we are in a capitalistic system.
I'm sorry, I can hear y'all, but I'm gonna have to take my video down real quick. I'll be right back, but I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're in a capitalist system. A capitalist system is meant to basically everybody is trying to get over surviving. So whoever's head you got to step on, you're going to step on their head in order to get over, right? So that's one. And then two, we have this whole idea of romanticism that was introduced to us like in the 1800s. And maybe can be something, I don't know, whenever they started writing those novels, right? So when they introduced that, we got the game twisted, because you notice the more TV and stuff we got to see where they are like actually perpetuating like these soap opera ass relationships, Victor Newman and Nikki, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody know that, right? Like, you know, they're perpetuating these old long drawn out relationships. When in actuality, like in marriage is about legacy. Period. It ain't got nothing to do with, because you're not gonna like him one day. One day you're gonna look up, you're gonna be like, boy, you know, whatever.
What happened?
Oh, my bad. I did that. My bad. I'm sorry.
I'm saying now I know Facebook now. I know this Facebook is now. Y'all didn't leave me alone.
But
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so like it's marriage is supposed to be about legacy. Everybody gets upset whenever, and I'm a person who, I come from a family of women that were like, they were getting married. They was definitely wives, whether they was virgins or not. They was getting married. People was like, but I realized like they all in the same position. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's in the same position, no matter how much money they made, no matter, you know, who they's married. Like they all kind of in the same position because it's something there. It's like when the feeling left, right? Or when
Yeah.
infidelity came in, they ready to bounce.
Trying to
And
get
my
focused.
granny, she told me, she was like, you don't leave no man because he cheat. You leave a man because he ain't handling his business. Because she's like, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, because the thing is, and my grandmother, she would have been a feminist, I guess, in that way. But she was just real talk. She's like, check this out, baby. She's like, men is weaker than us in a certain aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, they weaker than us. So she's like, basically, when you dealing with a man, you gotta acknowledge that they take emotional hits harder than us. You know what I'm saying? They like, we can get broke up with and we'll be like, whatever, I'm moving on. You'll never see this again. You know, whatever. And I'm moving on. She'll be on the next person, right? A dude be hurt.
But he ain't gonna show it. But he ain't gonna show it. He's not gonna
lash
show it.
out.
He gonna swear up and down that, honey. He gonna swear up and down that girl bye. He don't even care, but deep down in his little heart.
Oh, it takes a minute to set in. He be sitting there.
And
like,
every post is going to be that all black women are whores.
Oh,
After that. All of us. All of us.
Girl,
Even though I'm saying they born yet, we some whores.
Look.
All right, well, Sister Naughty, go home with this question. Why do you feel that the blacks have the highest divorce rate?
They're not committed. It's not committed. It's just like Sister Knight was saying. It's like, and Sister Larisha too. People just you know, you in it for titles or entitlement, or you know, your friends around you get married and people having bridal showers, and you know, you've been a girlfriend forever and it's not a good look, and you feel like he should have asked you to marry him by now. And this is a sister that came on a couple of times on not on YouTube but on the reels, and was saying how did she say it? She was saying that these girlfriends got to realize when these men change on you, you know, you don't hear from them anymore or not that often, and the whole vibe changes towards you. They don't want you, even if you live together. You're not the one because they haven't asked you to be their wife. They'll be in a relationship with you in the same household for years, and they still not gonna commit to you because they think it's something better around the corner. You know, and you just have to realize and take a look at yourself. Am I that person? Am I the one that's sitting around here doing all this stuff for this man, all these wifely duties per se, and he still don't think enough of me to marry me? You know, and I've been married most of my adult life. You know, I'm not now, but I have been married most of my adult life.
Yeah.
And you know, because I'm just married kind. And I was telling my sister the other day, she was like, "No, I was telling her I would never get married again, not ever." And she was like, "But you're the married kind. You one of those wives." I was like, "Forget that mess. I've been a wife for a long time, you know." And I don't know. You never know what the future holds. I just don't see it in my future. But I've been there, done that, and it's just like, you know, if you don't, it just didn't work out, just ain't work out, and I'm tired. You know, I'm tired. I've lived that life. I've had children. I have grandchildren. I've been that wife. You know, and as far as why, I think it's the whole thing about not being committed in a relationship, getting married again, like the sister was saying, for the wrong reasons. Not really understanding the whole reason and dynamics behind being married. You know, y'all not playing house no more. This is real life stuff where you committed to that person. They're supposed to be committed to you, and of course, you're gonna have some instances where y'all not gonna like each other sometimes. You know, but like Sister Larisha was saying, you know, you tough it out. You know, you gotta take the good with the bad. I remember my ex telling me one day, he was like, Nadia, don't get sick on me. I was like, don't get sick on you. Oops, sorry. Don't get sick on you. What if you got sick on me? What kind of wait a minute, I know we was in the same room when we said these vows, and I wasn't sick at the time. I'm like, oh, all praise due to Allah, I'm not sick now. But I'm just saying, why would you say something retarded like that? I mean, just
I know
simply
why.
stupid. Why would you? Did you not know what people say in their vows? Now, some people make up vows. I'll give them that. But ours did include a sickness and health. So why would you say that? Don't get sick on me. That means to me that you're not committed enough if I were to fall ill to be by my side, as I would be for you. Because my mother is going through stuff right now. She's been sick since June. We almost missed her from a blood infection. And my mother still can't walk on her own. It's been a lot for my sisters and I. And my brother, he lives in Colorado now, but my oldest brother. So it's just been a lot on us trying to collaborate and try to take care of my mom and stuff like that. And you just think if that were you and you were married, what, I mean, is that person really your husband or your wife? If they're not going to take care of you like they're supposed to, I can't even imagine myself being so cruel as not to take care of my own mate. I'm the first line of defense for my husband. I'm the first line of defense for my children to take care of them. So to me, being married and why the things that happen now, as far as us having the highest divorce rate, or not even joining together for that matter, in a committed relationship like that, it goes back to, I think it just goes back to people not mentally and spiritually being ready for a committed relationship. And it's all around this environment. It could be social media. It could be like what your boys think of you, what your girls think of you, all you off the market, blah, blah, blah. It could be a whole lot of reasons, but I know one thing, times have changed, like the sister was saying, Sister Naya was saying earlier, you got the romanticism of the 1800s and things like that. I don't understand why the dynamics has changed in the Black family and why we are so combative towards each other as men and women. Because when it all is all said and done, when this thing hit the fan for real, who gonna have your back? Your boys down the street? You better hope so. But you better have a good woman to have your back, because we know things that you don't.
Teach.
And vice versa. And vice versa. So if we bring that knowledge together, then we we could destroy a whole lot of things that don't need to be there in our lives to threaten our families. But if we're not gonna work together, then what's gonna happen?
Facts.
We don't love each other. We don't love each other. It comes down to that. We don't love each other. A lot of us are envious of each other, jealous, want to see each other fail. Some of us even do little stuff to make sure each other fails at things, and blaspheme each other. All kinds of stuff just to destroy the dynamics of our relationships. And it's like, you don't have to be with me to do something like that to me. It could just be somebody else. It could be somebody in the organization that's doing it to you. That same one that you're in.
Yeah. Facts. Sister,
you know what I'm saying?
It seemed like you had something to say. Did you want to add on what the sister was saying?
I was just saying, like, when she said, when you was talking about how your ex was like, don't get sick on me, that struck me. Because I'm telling you, man, like, dudes is strong with this and force, but they ain't strong when they heart be breaking. Like, I think that, like, what to me, and just like watching my dad die.
Oh,
and
sorry.
he had a stroke, and the way he was, my daddy was running hoes, you know what I'm saying? But like, sorry, but
no comment about mine. But go ahead.
And when it came down to it, he was so pitiful. And wasn't nobody visiting him. And all through his life, like, he was kind of shunning women that had their stuff together. Because they like, nah, Glenn, you need a structure. You need this, that. So when it came down to like dealing with real tough stuff, like, I just don't think that it takes a certain type of man. He got to be raised super solid to be able to sit with his wife as she's going through something.
Yeah.
Because, and I see this a lot with white people. Them white men, they don't necessarily, but anyways, they don't necessarily be crazy about their wives, right? Like, at all. And we know this, right? So they don't be crazy about their wives. Like they just not impressed. But they be dependent. Okay. Like she know where the shirt is, where the clothes is, where the underwear is, the groceries in there.
Right.
Like in that type way. Now they have access to resources, which allows them to move in that way. But I think what he was saying to me with you is that if you got sick, is he ain't gonna know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a terrible thing because they get fragile when they get older. Something about, you know, they hit that middle age, and this is just me. I'll be paying attention. I'm observant, but they hit that middle age. They get kind of fragile, and they're dependent on us in a way because we still tapped into that divine feminine. Circle back, right?
Right. Circle back.
Like
Right.
we still tap into the divine feminine, so we gonna make it happen. You know, however we need to until we
Oh,
die.
absolutely. That's right.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
I can understand how a man would need you in that way. That's like, baby, just stay strong, baby. Take some vitamin C, goddamn. You know. So, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Beautiful
That's
answer.
right.
Beautiful answer.
Mm-hmm.
My godmother, she actually is going to help me with the next question. But my godmother put on her. She said, "The Black woman is the first one to initiate divorce. This American system got it set up to secure them financially for the rest of their lives. Some Black women don't want no man now because of the government or whatever." And
Okay.
that goes along with my
Yes.
That's not
question.
me.
And that's right. And that goes along with my question. And now, Bengi, we're gonna start you off with this one. Why do you think the Black woman has a hard time to submit to a man?
Okay, this is a very good question. So so number one is we have been in a system in America that is, you know, chattel slavery, right? We came out of 14 generations of that shit, right? And so in that, the slave master made the male weaker. He didn't want to deal with no strong, you know what I'm saying, brother giving him orders. So he allowed the woman to come in front of him, and the woman became the mediator of navigating through, you know, what the slave master needed, whatever, you know, like she became like how he interacted. It works like that in the workplace right now. I can say something crazy to my boss and be like, you know, I'm about to do that. And he'll just be like, Lanaya, but the brother, he can't say it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I can say it like, now, what we ain't finna do is do this. Maybe we can do this. You know, he'll reason with me. He's not gonna reason with Black men in that way. So I think that that's part of not being able to submit. But also, then I have to say that the men that I know in my family that handle their business, that bring the bacon home, that like
Turkey bacon.
huh? I mean,
Turkey
you know,
bacon.
Turkey bacon. They bring home turkey bacon.
yeah, turkey bacon.
There you go.
But the men who do that, they don't have no problem when it comes to how a woman is gonna treat them. If a man is in his right space and doing what he needs to do, I don't think he gonna have as many problems with no woman submitting. You know,
No, he won't.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's been my experience.
Okay.
It ain't no problem. Now you might still have, you know, you're gonna have disagreements, but that's in any relationship. You're gonna have disagreements, you're gonna have ups and downs. But when it comes to submission, I think right now the manosphere has these people on this like ultra super, like we're so deserving of submission. But that's not a question that you have when you're handling business. When you walking in with groceries, she gonna be in that kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Automatically.
Certain stuff is just gonna go down. The kids gonna have baby hairs and little clips, and they like everything's gonna be all right. And she's happy to make, you know, her man happy and see that smile on his face. But a lot of time, I don't think that is the issue that we have. And maybe, I don't know, maybe with women that was not raised in a decent way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it is that men are chasing women right now because of the same propaganda that's pushing like we deserve submission. They're also pushing you know, improper ways of being a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like they're pushing these things. I don't want to say, but you know, they pushing it, and it's like men is chasing that too because they love to tame a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these men, like they going after women that was never meant to be wives. And then they getting all defeated, like, man, like I can't get her to settle down, you know, whatever. But I got my cousins as cowboys. They like to break a rowdy horse. They make their teeth white because they like she gonna be the stepper, you know. So they'll go through it. They be like, and she'll be bucking and tripping and might even snap at you. But they like, we gonna break it because when showtime come, she gonna be our favorite. She gonna be the best stepper I got. But sometimes you just gotta go on and, you know what I'm saying, get a person that might not be so, you know, like, I don't know, everybody want a bad bee, right? Maybe you just need to go with a regular one.
Well, and you know what? I seen on it's a brother that got a YouTube page called Please Act Right, and she said, "Oh Lord," but it's called.
That's not Kevin Samuel's cousin, is it?
Hey, but actually, you should check him. Check the brother out. You know what I mean? It's actually a cool program. But he was breaking down she's standing right there. One reason why women don't submit is because they a lot of our women, I guess, had to step into their masculinity, you know, or just too goddamn masculine. You know what I mean? Now, because you know, man and woman, we both got masculine and feminine in us. You know what I mean? That's the whole order of my eye. You know what I mean? So we got each one of us got it in us. But of course, you know, men we have more masculine, and women have more feminine. Of course, right? But the way the brother was breaking it down, he was like that the reason why a lot of men don't even want to, like, I guess, waste their time to try, like you say, tame something is because the women today are just simply too masculine. And this, I'm gonna go to you, sister Nadia, on this, because the statistics shows that 80% of the divorce rate in the Black community is initiated by the woman. Like basically, it's this the woman that's calling it off first. And my godmother just put on her, she said, some women are not tapped into her divine feminine energy, divine masculine men who are secure and can lead, that a woman will naturally submit. Now, I believe that. You know, so why do you think, Sister Nadia, why do you think that, you know, when it comes to words like follow, submit, obey. Now these are trigger words, you know. But and the reason why I say that because like
no, you're right. You're right. No, you're absolutely right.
Like these are trigger words to our sisters. But you gotta say, like me personally, I've been with my wife now going on 17 years. We've been married 10 years. All my babies is in one house. I ain't got baby mamas and shit every goddamn where, you know. But for me to lead this household, you know what I mean, as a divine masculine man, like, would you think that my wife should? Well, she right in the room too. She might come in there and get to cussing me out and shit in a minute. But anyway, but how can a man properly lead his woman or his family if the woman is not willing to submit? Now, just like my godmother said, she said, you know, that a woman will naturally submit, but let's keep it 100. Like I said, 80% of divorce in the Black community is initiated by the Black woman. So why you think that rate is so high amongst our Black women, Sister Nadia?
Okay. Well, this is just a guess for me, but a lot of women are disrespected in their home, and they're just disrespected in their homes. Like submission, I mean, you're right, that's a buzzword, and obey and follow and stuff like that. But a lot of our sisters out here don't understand or haven't tapped into or tried to find out why those words are there. And there's a whole divine reason behind that, because men are physically stronger, like Sister and I said, they think different. Um, and we think differently from them. And like I was stating earlier, everybody doesn't know everything. Just because you're a man doesn't mean that you know everything. I may know something you don't know, but
Of course.
you're not going to respect me to listen to me, and let's have a conversation about it, because there's some stuff that you know that I don't know. So as a couple, we should be listening to and then respecting each other. And a woman in her household, if she's not respected, she may leave you, and and I don't mean just respect it is because you raising your voice or cussing her out, or which are not good. But if you out there in those streets, you know, if you drink all the time, every time you turn around, you drunk. You can't make no decisions because you're inebriated all the time, or you high all the time, or you just don't care because you on the game system all the time. That's your life, the game system. I mean, it could be
Well,
a number
what
of
about the
reasons.
brothers? And I don't mean to cut you off, Queen,
Hmm.
but what about the brothers that's not into that? What about the for the brothers that's actually divine masculine?
Hmm.
The
It's
ones that's not out doing that bullshit.
right.
Like, why
Then
is it so hard for some women to follow a man like that? One that's not out drinking, one that's not out smoking, and
right,
doing all type of dumb shit. You know what I mean?
right.
Why you think it's so hard for some of our women
What?
to submit to a man like that?
Well, that's where it goes back to what I mentioned a moment ago about certain sisters not understand the divine order of a relationship. You know, so when you say submit, there shouldn't be a buzzword that you mad. I'm not going to submit to anybody. Obey. You know, I grew up in a household with a father. You know what I'm saying? All of our sisters have not grown up in a two-parent household, so they may not know what that looks like. All they know is, what's out in the street, what they saying out in the street, you know. And if you have a good man, sisters in the know would willingly submit. It's not even like I'm gonna submit to him, I'm gonna follow him, I'm gonna obey him. It's just gonna be the natural order because you
Uh-huh.
used to his masculine energy being a leader that actually fulfills his duties as a man and a husband.
Mm.
That's how that should flow. But when you have a man in the home that's not taking care of his business and everything is on you anyway to make all
Mm.
decisions, to make the money, to feed the family, to pay the mortgage, pay the rent, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, everything on you anyway, then what I need you here for? Sex?
Mm.
No, not even that.
You know what I'm saying? Because that could be anywhere if you that type of person that's just going to be out there, but or you get one person that's who you're going to deal with, but now you still married, so now you cheat. Okay, so that's not good either. So
Mm.
to answer your question, Brother Al Jihad, um, if you have a good man that fulfills his duties as a man and a mate and a husband, then as a woman you should respect that man and make sure that he's comfortable, your family's comfortable, and he should be reciprocating by respecting you as well.
Facts.
If we had that type of relationships in our home where the man and the woman respected each other, everybody knows their role. If you fall sick, brother, not you per se, but as a woman, okay, now it's your turn. You got to step into those shoes and make sure that you generated some income for that family. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Everybody still got to eat. That you got to keep shelter. People need clothes. You got to have your insurance, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Don't be like, folding your arms. Well, you're sick, and I'm just a damsel in distress, and I just can't do anything for myself, for my family. No,
Mm.
that ain't gonna fly. You just weak. You weak minded, and you simple. So I'll
Facts.
just put it out there, and I'll protect and uphold my sisters any day of the week. But if you weak and you simple, you just weak and simple. Because my
See?
mom didn't raise me like that,
Yeah.
and so people may have some choice words about me. That's okay. I don't care anything about that. But what I do know is I was able to provide, whether I was married or not at the time, from all of my children through adulthood, you
Facts.
know,
Amazing.
so
Okay.
if I eat,
Beautiful
they
answer.
eat.
Beautiful answer. Larisha,
I don't
you
have
over
to
there
take
quiet.
nobody to court. No, I don't have to take nobody to court for child support, none of that. For what? If
Yeah.
I am eating, they are going to eat. I'm not taking nobody to court. And that's
That's
just
Right.
me.
right.
I don't
No
have to
point.
do that,
No point
you
in
know.
that.
But
Sister
I live
Larisha,
in that.
what
Y'all
you
very
think about that? Sister Larisha, what you think about that about what was said? Give me your info on it.
Being submissive. First of all, like it's you've been submissive as far as like you want somebody to a leader or like you want somebody to follow behind you. But my thing is a lot of times, how you want me to follow behind you when you ain't leading me nowhere. You're not even leading yourself no damn way. Like you know what I'm saying? Like what can
that
you
part,
teach
yeah.
me? Like what can you show me that I don't already know? Like you know what I
Right.
mean? Like what can and when I say that I mean mentally. Like you know what I'm saying? Like not materialistically as far as buying me clothes, shoes, a car, a
Yeah.
dog, none of that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm meaning right here. Like you know what I mean? Like can you actually stimulate this right here to the point where I want to listen to you. I want to
Right.
be in tune with you. Like you know what I'm saying? I want to follow behind you because I am
I love
learning
it.
and I'm gaining more knowledge from you, but you're also gaining and learning knowledge from me too. So it's a balance. Like you know what I'm saying? But everybody wants
Mhm.
the scale to be tilted. So it's I'm more superior than you, or you're inferior to me, and up and down, up and down. And it's not the case.
Mhm.
Like everyone, like she was saying, everybody can learn something from everybody. And if you think about it, everything in life is your teacher. Everything
Mm.
out here will show you
It's a
something
teacher.
if you listen. Like you
Right.
know what I'm saying? But we don't want to listen. We want to know that we think we know every damn thing. And if you know anything in life, you don't know shit because every day life and things change. Like you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So me, I don't mind being submissive behind. I don't mind being submissive towards your man, but you gonna have to lead me somewhere, baby.
I know that's right.
Like you know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
And I don't mean leading me somewhere that I've already been. Like you know what I
Right.
mean? I'm needing you to,
Or
like
off a
level
cliff.
like a higher level of myself because of as of right now, it's more of a spiritual world going on out here. This ain't just no physical freaking war that we thinking is just war with guns and bullets. No, this is more of a spiritual war out here.
That's right.
Like you know what I'm saying?
That's
So we
right.
gotta be both in tune with ourselves, like who we are on the inside. And as of right now, people want to lead you to just stuff that's irrelevant. Like you know what I mean? Like man,
Yeah.
it's crazy because nowadays a person can't even hold a conversation with you correctly because
Yeah.
you can talk about your spirit and your
Mhm.
DNA, everything like that. They look at you like you crazy. So once
Mhm.
again, how can you lead me somewhere if you can't
That's
lead
not your
yourself no
people, though.
damn where?
Right.
So
I
that's
mean,
how
we
I think.
even to the point of
That's how I think.
colorism. No, that's
That
true,
part.
but we even to the point of colorism too. Within
Yeah,
our, but it's like, well, she too light. I've had people
yeah.
call me white on Facebook before. No, I'm not white. But no, seriously, they've done that, and we come in all different shades of brown. It's like as far as man, I don't have a preference per se as far as what shade of brown he is. He could be 2 shades past midnight. I don't care. If
Mhm.
he's good to me, then he good to me.
Yep.
And I'm going to reciprocate that with
Yeah.
no effort.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if I have to make any extra effort in that vernacular, then I'm going to do that as well because I want to please my husband. And like I said, but that is well, like Sister Lanisha saying, they want to tip the scales to
Mm.
have like them way up here and us way down there. And sometimes I feel like with these brothers, especially online, they just want to keep their foot on our necks like the slave masters and the overseers. And I
Ah.
feel like that because they don't give us credit for anything. Even so
Nothing.
far as to try to purchase passports to go to other countries to get women. Are y'all pimping? Are y'all simping? What you doing? Y'all so scared of American black women that y'all gotta run? I mean, because you've had some bad experiences. Y'all have no idea how many bad experiences we have had as black women. Because we've always been at the bottom of the food chain. Yet we're the mothers of civilization. So tell me how much sense does that make?
Okay. Okay. Man, y'all heard,
Yes,
man.
ma'am.
This algae out the God, man. Y'all got the queens on here, man. I'm basically, like I said, I'm a student tonight. I'm just simply listening to our sisters' point of view. Please like, share, subscribe, man. If everything resonating with you, please hit the cash app, which is right below on the screen. To my godmother again. Uh, I should have called you on, godmama. Why you on? She on there
Be
like,
like, let me put them jewels out
yeah,
there.
yeah, she got question after question. I should have put the Empress on her.
No,
Uh,
that's right.
uh, she said submitting is being compassionate, generous, nurturing, supportive, kind, sweet, affectionate, selfless, sensitive, receptive, and they enhance self-worth in your mate. He also said you attract who you are. Spirits attract the same spirits. And she also put she got a whole little list right there.
She going hard, yeah.
She said divine feminine women recognize the God in divine masculine men and vice versa. I 100% agree. She said also then they are able to become one. That's facts. That's facts. Okay. Let me get to my other question. I know, like I said, before I even said live, I mean, as soon as I hit live, y'all got the hidden shots. I love it. I love it because I'm actually learning something. And I want to make a comment for us on the passport thing a little bit later on. Hold up. Okay. Peace. This is my little. Oh, all right. Kira. You supposed to be on this panel, girl. You only putting comments on the thing. You supposed to be on this panel. Where you at? Kira, if you got the link, go ahead and come on in. I sent you the link. Go ahead and come on in. You supposed to be on there too with these sisters. Kira
come on here.
Is one of my little cousins.
Yeah. Help us out. Help me out.
I mean, for real.
Let me see. All right. I'm gonna get this to Sister Naya Binky. What do sisters feel that the black man in the hills of North America, what do you think that we lacking in?
So, what do I think that you're lacking in? I mean,
I ain't lacking in nothing though. I'm bullshit.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know all about that. I just know you're a strong, stand-up, solid brother. That's what I know. You be with your family. That's what I know. But I would say, like, collectively, from what I've gathered, it just seems like we're broken people in a way. We have to be repaired. And so I would say, like, now there's a term on YouTube and Twitter they be using, and they said it's soft skills, right? And I think that, you know what I'm saying? So I think, like, being the mother of 3 sons, sometimes I got to give them like a certain type game, right? And I'm like, so check this out. Like, I'm like, you know, so when you dealing with a lady, you know, you got a little friend, whatever, you might not understand what she's going through and what she's venting about, right? You might be like, whatever. But your job at that point is to give her eye contact, let her know you hear her, and then like offer something soothing in order to get it. You might be make her a cup of tea. Be like, baby, you know I feel, you know I hate you going through that. Go make her a cup of tea. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like just a little bit of like emotional skills. I think that
just like hold up 1 second. Now and please forgive me for cutting you off. Kira just said, let me she says I need to send a link to her. So I'm going to disappear. I'm just going to send a link and I'm coming right back. So don't get off, okay?
Okay.
I need this. This is some good shit right here. So just hold up 1 second. Let me invite. Let me see. Let me push invite guest copy. All right, now I'm gonna disappear, but just hold up, y'all. Hold up.
The accent.
Yeah. The Oklahoma accent, huh?
Yes.
Where y'all from?
I'm from Virginia.
I'm from Oklahoma. I'm
from Oklahoma City.
Okay.
You from Oklahoma City too?
Wow. I'm the East Coast person. Wow.
No, that's good. That's good. That's the lens.
No, I am enjoying this, talking to y'all and just everything. Even the accent.
I am too, but I'm learning that I'm getting different perspectives and I'm learning new things, you know.
But we're still coming back to the same thing and still coming back full circle as far as what we've observed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
All right. I just sent the link to my little cousin. She should be on. She was actually hiking in the mountains in California.
That's what's up.
Yeah, she was out there hiking. Very spiritual sister. And you know what? I never I met her, but she was a little bitty a little bitty girl last time I seen. You know, unfortunately, the state penitentiary was kind of like my second home for a while, so I didn't get to really know a lot of my little cousins. So she said,
you
she,
still here though, too.
huh?
Yes.
You still here. You got plenty of time.
Oh, you goddamn shit! I ain't number 45 years old, man.
You still here, got home, got family, good husband, etc., etc., etc. See, that's man stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sister Naya, I apologize, Queen.
No, it's cool.
If you'd like to continue what you on your, I hope I messed up your train of thought.
No, Sister Naya. Okay.
Yeah. So like I say, like I think that they definitely need emotional skills. And me and my dude sometimes we talk about that because we don't need no emotional skills. I'm like, but nah, like you do need emotional skills, just like how sometimes like we also have to express them emotional skills. I don't be wanting to hear about some of that shit. You know, I don't care about which wire is connected to what and this, that, and the other, but I still acknowledge and bat my eyes, just like, you know, your elder said, like you still like respectable and nice. Like, yes, that's so interesting. Oh my gosh, you're so strong. You know, like whatever, you know. That's the emotional skills there, you know, to keep it moving. So I think that that's the only thing brothers, and other than that, it's just the resources. I think that if brothers had more time to invest in learning about themselves and therapy and stuff like that, you know, in order to work on themselves, I think we would have a different type situation. But we got to put the self-work in, just like we having to work on ourselves as Black women. Brothers got to also work on themselves. And when they talk about like be my peace, you're actually responsible for your own peace, right?
Yeah.
Right. I can help you maintain. We can create a synergy that keeps it moving. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I'm not responsible.
What's up, little cousin?
Hey, how you doing? Peace. I'm good. I'm blessed.
Hey, Queen.
And it's Kiara.
Kiara, okay.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Kiara.
It's good to see y'all, beautiful souls.
The Wi-Fi?
Okay, he's back.
I don't know what the hell's going on, man. I'm telling you, these Peckerwoods is doing this shit, man. Ass crackers, man, doing this shit. It's a good ass conversation, and they doing this okay ass. What's up, little cousin?
Hey, peace, cousin. How you doing?
I'm fine. Hey, and you know what? You look just like when you told me who you were. I said, because usually when I ask people on my Facebook, especially when it comes to sisters or brothers, they gotta be conscious. That because I always look through the whatever they post before I add people. Right. I mean? Because I don't want no silly ass niggas on my shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I get tired of seeing twerk videos and TikTok dances and all that dumb shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Same here.
So how you been? I seen you was up in the mountains in California, huh?
Yes, sir. I just temporarily moved out to San Diego. I'll be back home in like a year.
Oh wow.
She said temporarily a year.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to me.
Hold on, y'all. Give me one moment. Hold on.
These white folks then took over.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Give me one moment. Hold on. I'm still here, though, but hold on.
Okay.
I can hear y'all too, but I gotta put my phone on the charger. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm still here.
What you say now?
I was saying these white folks then took over California. I can't be here too long.
Yes, ma'am. Now, how do you say? Do you say your name? You say your name by Kira or Kyra?
It's Kiara.
Oh, Kiara. Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as you see, you know, you see what basically the topic is. It's basically the whole gender war. And I didn't know that you and Brother Garrett was a couple, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's my brother. That's my brother with tall ass. That's my brother.
Yeah, that's my king.
Yeah, all praise be to Allah. That's what's up. So, but you kind of see what the topic is. Basically, we just speaking on for the whole manosphere against the feminine shit, basically, you know what I mean, within the Black community, you know what I mean. And there's some questions here that I now can ask you since you done joined us. But why do you believe the black man and black woman's divorce rate is so high here in the hills of North America?
Okay, so I have many reasons as to why I believe. One thing I like to address that a lot of people don't focus on is the role that food in what we eat, the role that it plays in how we act. And so what's happening nowadays is we have men and women consuming large amounts of hormones and soy. And not only are we consuming it through our foods, but we also have to worry about the herbicides and the pesticides that come within our waters and our soils, especially when we're not when we don't have our own well waters and when we don't have our own gardens and things of that nature. So we can't control how our food is being grown. So what's happening is these high soy levels and these hormone levels. Now you got women with extra estrogen in their bodies, which is causing them to be masculine. And then you have men who, once they receive extra estrogen in their body, it causes them to be feminine. And so now you have a whole group of people whose roles are reversed, and everybody is confused on who and what they are by nature because our hormones is just so out of whack.
Oh wow. Beautiful question. Man, beautiful answer. Damn, look, wow.
That's the thing.
Hey, you know what's crazy, Kiara? I really thought I was the only woke person in our whole family. You heard me?
Don't look, me too.
I promise you, I did not, because on the Heron side, everybody's praise Jesus and all that old goofy shit. So I literally thought I was the only conscious person. You know what I mean?
No, so, you got your little cousins.
Man, praise be to the ancestors and Allah. That's what's up.
Let
me okay, now my godmother said, when I asked about what the black man is lacking, my godmother put on her, she said, the black man lacks nothing here in America. The black man is not respected. Oh, okay. Mama Empress, I should have had you on here. I really want, because my godmother, that's one thing I can't say. When you have a woman, I'm speaking from a man's point of view, when you have a woman that literally speaks life into you, like it's been plenty of times I want to kind of give up on the movement. I ain't gonna lie, it's like niggas ain't listening, niggas don't give a fuck,
right?
But I can't say. But with my godmother, she literally speaks life into me. And I know you're hearing me, Queen. Hey, salute to you. But I understand what she's saying, because, like, if you look at it, like, when she said, this just my point of view. Like I'm not speaking, I'm not putting words in my godmama's mouth. But I feel where she's coming from. Like. Now, do I feel we lacking in some areas? I would say, for as like, for those that's not in the know, for those that don't got their third eye open, yeah, they lacking on a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But for the ones that is in the know, I also look at it like that we try to be leaders. Like I said, we don't know everything. You sisters are absolutely right about that. But for the ones that's trying, I feel that a sister should nurture that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, as far as like, if a man is trying to be the leader, he's not out in the streets. He's not out trying to, be this Facebook type of nigga, showing you money and all of those weird shit. I feel the best thing that a woman can do, if they feel that the black man, they with is lacking, is that sometimes you have to just speak that, just that little life that you can speak into a man, that does wonders, So that's just the little point I wanted to make on that. But I never heard it broke down for as when it comes to the food we eat, but it makes perfect sense, because in the book How to Eat to Live by the most powerful Elijah Muhammad,
that's right.
he was breaking a lot of that down, far as that, basically you are what you eat.
That's right.
And if you eating a whole lot of garbage, that not only mess with your brain, but it also mess with your second brain, which is in your gut. Because
exactly
80% of your immune system is in your stomach.
And your DNA too. And what you pass on to your, to your children. And, I mean, it's a generational thing. And the messenger also taught that we dig our own graves with our teeth.
Right.
So when the sister Kia came on and she broke down the science of why we do certain things or how we act out, or I mean, this turns out that because of certain chemicals or certain other foods like swine and et cetera, it's a whole lot of things. The GMOs and things, it can actually genetically modify you, not just the plants, but you, because you're consuming it. So
Yes, ma'am.
And certain foods are triggers, even if they're not certain foods. Everybody, depending on their physiological makeup, can't eat certain things because they trigger certain other reactions like allergies and things like that. So you have to be cognizant of what and listen to your body, what it's telling you, and just stay away from certain things. Like sometimes you have to observe the people around you and stay away from certain people that have that negative energy that can just kind of roll over on you and cause you to react, in the way that you may not normally do that, but they may be a trigger. So, but no, I'm certainly glad that sister came on here and broke down the science behind the chemicals as well, because they are, can be a deciding factor in who you turn out to be.
Right. There was actually, and I wish I could remember his name. I'm gonna have to find it and put it in the comments. There's a scientist, a Black scientist, who did a study. They actually asked him to do the study. It was some pharmaceutical company asked him to do the study. They paid him to do it. And the study was to test the pesticides and the herbicides in our water. And when he did it, what had happened was the frogs started turning gay.
I saw that. I saw that.
Yes. So the frogs started turning gay. Not only did they start turning gay, but they also started changing genders.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. And then so after he pretty much exposed them, because they tried to make him sign a non-disclaimer, and after he exposed them, that's when they tried to discredit him as a scientist and tried to make it seem like he was making stuff up.
Either that or they'll kill you.
Right.
Okay. Hold on one second, y'all. Please hold on one second. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, that was a message from Sister Naya Bingy. Is you still with us, Sister Naya Bingy?
Yeah, I'm still here. Oh, Naya.
Yes, I'm here. I'm doing mommy things, but I'm here. I'm right here with you. I'll be back on in a minute.
Work never stops, I tell you.
I apologize. I'm telling you, y'all might think I'm tripping, but usually when I be on there, I mean, they always, for some reason, mess with. I'm surprised I ain't kicked off YouTube yet. Usually I stay for about 30 days. I get kicked off every other 30 days or some shit like that. So, but anyway, I apologize, Sister Kiera. Did I mess up your train of thought? Because I got clicked off.
No, we pretty much just summed it up. I just mentioned the scientist and what he had found in our waters, the herbicides, from the herbicides and the pesticides.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Man, y'all getting it today. Y'all getting some of this good divine feminine energy right here. I love it. Like I said, me personally, I'm not too man enough to sit back and listen to my sisters. You know what I mean? I ain't never been that type of guy. You know what I mean? Because I literally want to use this as a learning experience on how we can get our people back together. Because now, we are head headed to some fucked up times. Excuse my language, Queens, but we are headed to for some real bad times here in the near future. I ain't talking about no far future. I'm talking about the near future.
We're in the belly of the beast. Yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
And bottom line, we gonna need protectors, providers for the men, because it's our job as men to protect, to provide, to lead, to teach. That is our job. But like the sister Larissa said, that if a man's not going nowhere, how can he lead anything? So, like I said, if y'all look at any of my past programs, I always, like I said, I stay on the brother's ass, because it's like no way in hell that any sister would submit to no bum ass nigga. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. But I would like to wrap it up with this last question real quick. And sister Kiera, I wish you came on early, but I know you're a busy sister out there climbing mountains and shit. But
that is funny.
I definitely want to continue this conversation, but I don't want to keep y'all on too long, because right now we're at 1 hour and 20.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So y'all been really putting in work. Y'all been putting in work, and hey, I salute. Now I'm gonna go around the table. Now this is good. This is gonna be one of those triggers again. Passport bros. Right? Now, brothers are saying, hey man, they don't want to listen. They ain't trying to submit. Like they like, you try to tell them something, they cheating on niggas. They like got side dudes, and like you try to tell them something, don't none of them want to listen to nothing. Man, you know what? I'm finna get my passport and I'm finna go to the Philippines and get me a Filipino or Latino or you know what I'm saying? All this old type shit. What do speaking? I guess I'm gonna start with Sister Kiera, because we didn't get too much of your knowledge.
Yeah.
But what do you feel when brothers say that? Now, I have something to say about it too, but I want to get all y'all opinions first. Then I'm gonna come in and say what I gotta say. But Sister Kiera, what do you feel about these so-called passport bros that saying that black women ain't the lick no more? You know what I mean? I'm getting the hell out this country, going to go get me goddamn Asian or Latino or some shit.
To me, it's a huge sign of weakness. Because one of the sisters mentioned earlier that we have to realize that we are all in broken places, and also mentioned that we are at war. So right now is the time to where we decide, do we double down, and we have each other's back, or do we jump ship and go elsewhere? And for me, I'm just like, it's diluting our DNA, our genes, our culture, our knowledge. You might as well toss it away, at that point. So I'm definitely anti. I'm definitely anti, and I always, okay. So here in California, it's a thing out here that men, interracial dating, you see it everywhere. And it's just like nobody, it's everybody acts like it's just normal. And for me, I'm not gonna lie, like when I see a black man who's just constantly sniffing up a white woman's ass, you're gay. Like like, because to me, they allow them to do any and everything. But see, as black people, regardless of how screwed up we can be, we have standards, and we're always going to hold each other accountable for those standards. And I just feel like right now we're in the space and we're in the time we have to be patient with one another. And as long as we're here fighting this fight, we have to realize that fighting for black love is a part of it. Did it freeze?
I think it froze.
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Goddamn crackers, I'm telling you.
They don't want you on here at all.
Man. And you know what? I'm a nice guy. I mean, I say cracker and peckerwood and honky a lot, you know, but I say it from a good place. You know what I'm saying?
Say it with love.
I say it out of
Say
love.
what
You
you
know what I'm saying? Punk ass
Yeah.
honky. Oh,
And
all right.
when you look around and you see our men, especially now, I don't know if y'all been seeing the pictures circulating of the dude who's in Lovecraft Country or whatever that show is, and he's wearing the pink and the high heel boots and stuff. And it's like when you look at all the men who's doing stuff like that, and you look at who's their wife, it's a white woman standing behind them. You know, black women, we, for the most part, unless we have, because it's some of us who've grown up in this white culture, especially out here in California, who's accepting of all these things, but a true, genuine black woman, feminine, divine feminine to her core, she's not going to allow that to take place, not from her divine masculine.
Okay. Sister Naya Bingy, what you feel about the passport bros?
Okay, so the passport bros is very interesting because just like the sister said, first off is we have to think genetic wise, right? You are like you can I don't believe in making people do what they don't want to do. If that's really what you want and if that's what you're attracted to, that just says something about your genetics to me. So I'm like, okay, well, if your genetics is recessive in that way, then maybe you should go do what you need to do and go, you know, have, if that's going to be happier, because I would prefer to keep the strong men to ourselves, right? Like, y'all go ahead and go do what you need to do. I'd rather have the brother that can handle it. So if you can't handle it, then go on about your business, right? Number two, part of it is that I think it's a science when you're dealing with men that I don't think that, like me personally, I don't think that like my mother broke down the science to us the way that she should have, right? The way that I would break down the science of understanding and dealing with black men, you know? Like I listen to Amos Wilson a lot. And Amos Wilson will break it down like you have to understand that these men are carrying a very heavy load being in America, being, you know, mistreated constantly, being devalued. I see it every day at work, you know, like they're devalued, they going through it. So when they come through the door, you know, they already very weary, you know, in a way, you know, and then they tend to, you know, they like, and we are, because we're revolutionary people here in America, Black Americans, we're just revolutionary people in itself. So you dealing with the cream of the crop when it comes to riders, right? Because the fact that we're still here says a lot, you know. But like I say, if they want to do that, that's fine. You know, like I told my sons, like, you know, as long as she black, like I don't care, as long as she can admit that she black, like do what you do, you know, but just understand something, that you don't want to dilute your genetics so much to where you're having other issues. Number two, I'm like, why y'all gotta go over there? Like, whatever. I'll be your Filipino. I'll put on a wig. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be your Brazilian. You know, like what is it that you need? I'll play the role. You know what I'm saying? I'll go there with some power dynamics. If that's what you need, like, and you're really worth it, and I'm feeling you like that, like I'll be all that, you know? So you ain't gotta do all that. Like, I'll cross over, baby. I'll salsa, I'll merengue, like whatever. Like I will go there, especially because, you know, when he like that type dude, it's like I ain't tripping, I'm here for it, you know. So I just think, you know, I think that we can definitely I don't think it's necessary, but if these brothers, and a lot of the brothers that I see that is like talking all this stuff, they wasn't them dudes anyways. The dudes that I see marrying people out of their culture and stuff, they wasn't them dudes anyways. Like, we ain't necessarily missing no, like, you know, we not, it ain't that serious. It's like, go right ahead, boo. You know, go do what you need to do. But for a real brother, I'm gonna convince you. You know what I'm saying? I'm convinced you that it's something over here that you're gonna like. You know,
That's
so
right.
you know, that's what that's about. And that's how I feel.
Sister Larissa.
Uh,
Huh? Passport brothers.
oh man, them. the blind leading the blind. Hell, it's just it's a trend. Shit, you know what I'm saying? It's a trend. You know, this is what everybody else is doing. So go ahead and let me do it. You know, I mean that's just what it is. People really don't be having no logical reason of why you want to go over here to fucking China and go there and get a China woman. Or you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have no reason, but you seeing what everybody else is doing, and also they're more like okay, like it's about control. Like they want that control. They don't if us as black women like if we speak up, like how assertive I am. I'm told that I'm too outspoken. I'm too blunt. I'm too this. I'm too this. I'm too that. You know what I'm saying? So they want somebody who they can actually mold into who they want to be. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this person gonna do whatever this person wants them to do. Like you know what I'm saying? But they don't want a teammate. It's not the thing as a teammate. They want somebody like I said that they can really just control and get over on, because that person ain't gonna sit up here and say nothing back to you because a lot of times that person has low self-esteem within herself. So you know what I'm saying? So some people, you know, use that against that person. Like you know what I mean? And they'll get you to the point to where you feel like in your heart that nobody else is gonna want you, or you know what I'm saying? But that person don't even really fucking want you. That person just like that control over you, that attention that it comes with you. Like you know what I'm saying? That money, that status, like it's all about man control to me. Like you know what I'm saying? And then it's like a puppet. Like you know what I mean? Because everybody is doing what everybody else is fucking doing. Nobody is doing what they really, really, really want to do and who they are in their heart. Because they're afraid to do that. They're afraid to be who they are. And then they sit up here and say love is blind. Love is not blind. Are you gonna help who you love? Yes, you can help who you love.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Sure can.
Like you know what I'm saying? So I don't believe that saying, well, love is blind. Like, yeah, you mean yes the hell you can help who you love, and love is not blind, sweetie. Because you are love. So are you blind? Or are you just playing like you blind?
Okay.
Like you know what I'm saying? So with that passport, you want to go over there, go over there. Because they're gonna have your ass up in that little ringer, chopping you up, making you put on dresses and skirts and lipsticks and everything else. So don't bring your ass back over here. Stay your ass over there. That's how I feel. Yeah, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of
them. Sister Nadia.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I apologize. I'm over here passing up with tears in my eyes. Yeah.
Because I'm tired. I'm so sick of them, Lord.
I gotta tell y'all this post I just put up. I can't remember if I did it on my page or a group, but it was a couple of them. One of them was some feedback from these passport, the women over there. One of them was no. The most recent one I put up was from the guy, and people were sharing it. My granddaughter, 3 years old, she over here plucking. The dude is stuck in the DR, and he been online whining about that. Wait a minute, Bella. He's been over there whining about that, being stuck over there, and saying he had a budget, and now he's stuck. Now, this is my thing. You had a budget. You're over your budget, but you want to get a woman from over there. You can't even support her because you can't even get home. Wait a minute, Bella. Hold on, y'all. Leslie, come get her, please.
Oh, you good? You good?
Yes, she does want to get you. No. Bear with me one moment, please. Having some technical difficulties with a 3-year-old over here. You want to get popped in your lips? Bella. Okay.
Oh.
So I guess she wants to be on here. She got a lot to say.
My little 4-year-old back there.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the little girl is so beautiful, but sometimes I
know. This is the same thing with Bella. Dude named Bella because she's so beautiful. Bless her little heart. But I guess she want to be on here, say what she got to say. But nevertheless, this my whole thing. He can't get back. Okay. Let me out. So he's stuck. But then it was this other lady. She's Asian, but she was raised by white people, and I think I might have posted it.
I seen that.
You saw that one? Mm-hmm. And these one of the women was saying that she had never seen any other culture besides, and this isn't verbatim, but basically she was saying she's never seen any other culture talk down about their own women as black men do in America.
Yeah, I seen that.
You saw that one?
Yes, ma'am.
So my thing is about these passport brothers. Go. I mean, it's like separating the wheat from the tare at this point. Do us a favor. Let us not even have to deal with you at all and try to interview you to find out if you're the one for us. Because you don't want us anyway. Because I guess we just too much for your feminine energy. Oops, I didn't mean to say that. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I guess we're just too much. It's just too much. And I'm not even trying to be facetious. I'm just saying that because that's what it seems like. You just too whiny and bitchy and moany. She won't do this and she won't do that. And she thinks for herself and she has a job. And she doesn't need me because she can pay her own bills. Look, let me tell you something. You know why we work? It's because we want to stay alive. If you're not in the household to pay the mortgage, pay the rent, provide some money so we can have some food, you don't know how to garden. You don't know how to farm. You don't know how to replace a doorknob. You can't do nothing but just be what you are. And I'm not saying that as a whole about all of our brothers, because we got some good brothers out there. Let me be clear. You know, unfortunately, a lot of them are taken, but you know, you vote for my sister when I vote for myself. But nevertheless, this is the kind of culture we're dealing with right now. And like the sister was saying earlier, you know, you're going out here finding all these foreign women and you're diluting your DNA even more. Haven't we had enough of that in slavery? Look at my skin. You know what I'm saying? And man, they just said they act like they don't have two brain cells to rub together because of all of this, you know, these groups of men. Oh, they all at the same time. They're in these groups. They're all dissatisfied. They're all disheartened. They all just weak-minded, and they just need some thrills from overseas to find someone to put their feet on. Because you know, some of us are moving your foot off our necks, and you can't handle it. Nobody wants to be crushed. You know, we don't want to be crushed to death, you know, by your ineptness. If you're not down for it, then you're just not down for it, and I say leave. But what you need to do is buy a one-way ticket.
Okay.
That's what you need to do. And absorb the culture that you feel like is superior to us black women. Go over there and absorb the whole culture and be that Chinese person. Be that Dominican that's really an African. Go ahead, do that. But these women are telling you, and y'all don't be watching these videos when they come on, they be like, we just using them. Some of these women are raised to use you. You know, they raised to get your money, to get you a green card or whatever, or your own little passport to come back over here so you can take care of not only them, but their families, because you're going to be sending money back home to them.
That's how it goes.
And they just not getting it. And I think, yeah, it's time to separate the wheat from the tare. Whoever came up with that bright idea of passport brothers, fine.
They can't even go.
We need the real man left behind. Yeah, we just need the real man left behind, sister. Sister and I, we need the ones that's left. If those other ones will go somewhere, that leaves these other brothers here that are real men to have a chance with some real women that happen to be black, just like them. Because this is one thing, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna, you know, let them have to say what they have to say. I just don't want to forget it. When you're dealing with people like this, they really don't know or realize what they're doing, how they look. The message is taught, and one of the other people that I heard say on one of these videos, nobody respects a people that don't have love for their own people, especially their women.
Yep.
You know, so they're not going to respect you.
Yep.
If you looking down on your own people, how you think they're gonna treat your family when you bring them back here? They look at your mother, they look at your sisters, they look at your cousins, your nieces, etc., etc., etc. If you look down on black women, what do you think they're gonna do when they come here and look at your own family and they talk about your mother, and they talk about your grandmother? Oh, she's nothing, she's black, but she laying up in the bed with you. You know, so that's all I had to say on that. I just wish them sayonara, arrivederci, and goodbye.
Now, what I was gonna say, Because now this is gonna shock y'all, but just hear me out, all right?
Okay.
I have nothing against the passport brothers.
Me either.
My only hang up is that I don't never see none of these niggas talking about let's go to Africa.
Oh, that part.
I never see this. They always talking about going to goddamn me Asia, going to goddamn me Philippines, the Dominican Republic, and all that. Now we do have what you call Afro Latinas. Now that's cool because believe it or not, a lot of my Afro Latinas, they actually know their history.
Right.
But my whole thing is that if you're going to do that, just like all four of y'all said, is why weaken the DNA by going to go get someone that literally looks nothing like you or your mother or your father.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because they're ashamed of themselves. They don't want to be black. They're ashamed of themselves.
Yep.
And I honestly believe
They want a porn dream.
if you look back at a lot of these Negro entertainers, these Negro athletes, these Negro politicians and all that, the first thing these whole ass niggas go do, excuse my language, y'all know how I
Get you
get
a white
out.
woman.
But they go get them a goddamn cracker. They go get them a Latino woman. They go get them a Filipino, all this old shit. But that's my only hang up with the past. Now, like I said, if you honestly feel that the sisters in America, because let's keep it 100, this whole passport thing is really like shooting a shot at the American sisters. I mean, the sisters here in America. I mean, we know this, you know what I mean? Because Peckerwood dudes been going overseas for years and doing that type shit. We just now catching on to this shit. So,
but we all came from the same transatlantic slave trade. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. So my only hang up with the passport bros is that they do not go get somebody that look like them.
Right.
So that's my only hang up. Let me look at some of these comments real quick, Queens. Hold up 1 second. Here go Godmama again. You get on it next time, Godmama. The next panel, you are on her. But my godmother said, she said, black women, know thyself and heal thyself. That's the answer. Then your divine masculine man will come to you, period. Okay. And we got another brother named Beanie. Beanie is actually a Latino brother that be supporting the channel. Beanie said he called them passport squares. But yes, but hey, sisters, like I said, I just wanted to go around the table on that one, and y'all gave some beautiful answers, and like a lot of things y'all said. I mean, as far as coming from a male point of view, I do not disagree. You know what I mean? I feel that if we don't come together, like I said, because me, I'm a survivalist. Like you go in my garage right now, you see gallons of water, MRE bags, and all type of shit. You know what I mean? Generators and all type of shit. That's I'm a survivalist. So I feel honestly in my heart that these crackers gonna have something down the line that's gonna make us come together regardless, whether we want to or not.
My point.
So I would say to any brother that's listening on here that if you thinking that you getting the up one on the sisters just because you're gonna go get somebody with fur, not her, fur, that you're not winning. You're not winning. Only thing you're doing is doing the same thing. Like I said, athlete niggas doing, celebrity niggas, just doing the same shit. You know what I mean? And all they do, you make it. Then, especially when you make comments, when you get over there, they show the little pictures like, yeah, man, this is where it's at, man. Like, nigga, why is you making posts and shit like that for us, like saying how good it is over there? And speaking on the videos of these overseas women. Matter of fact, I wish I had where I could show you on the camera. But it was a Filipino woman on there. She said, she talked to other Filipino women. This motherfucker said that all black men like fat women. She said to all my large size, plus size Filipino sisters, get you a black man because they like big women. And then another one said that the reason why I'm getting with them because of the genes. And it's like we experiments to these niggas. You know what I mean? That's really what we got.
We've been experiments to them since fucking slavery. Period.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you fucking, I mean, sorry for cursing, but if you think about that, that's really what you like women and men were, because they swept it down, they hated us, they could not stand us, but at the end of the day, you sitting up here raping us. At the end of the day, the white woman sitting up here making the black man have sex with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Behind closed doors, all of that shit.
And then
like, you know what I mean? So therefore, they don't really care about us. They care about our genes, our DNA, because at the end of the damn day, they got to sit up here and practice to fucking be strong and do that. Like, we're born naturally with all these abilities that we don't even know really that we even freaking have.
Well, you saw how those white men were trying to buy those women.
More about ourselves. That's why they can turn us against each other like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, it's crazy. Like, that's why they want to wipe us out with the little Planned Parenthood, with all of that. You know, just like with the mixed breed of children, because like she said, they're trying to water our DNA down, and we're allowing them to do it. We are actually allowing them to do that, and especially the black men, because they're going after you guys first, because you guys are the providers. Like, you know what I mean? Like you are our protector. You are our protector, or whatever. So without y'all, they feel like, who gonna protect us? Like, you know what I mean? So that's why they water you guys down, as far as putting on dresses and boots and heels and doing all this, and you know what I'm saying, doing all of that, because they know who we really are. We just so caught up in the fucking matrix, in this illusion, we losing who the hell we really are, and we're falling for their bull crap.
That's right.
And I don't get that. Like, I don't want no white man, and a white woman can't tell me nothing about me, because I know who I am, and I'm still learning who I am. You know what I'm saying? So to each his own. Do your thing, baby. But at the end of the day, you can't come tell me shit about Larisha.
That's right.
Now, I'm sorry, y'all. Keep going.
That's right. No, you
No.
Hey, that's what's up. Well, hey, Queen.
I can't stand it. I'm sick of them.
We are at 1 hour, and I literally just thought we was gonna do an hour. I promise you, we are at 1 hour and 47 minutes. Hey, and y'all been putting in work. I love it. My godmother also put on there. She said this fake culture in America got our black people messed up. I learned all this shit. Yes.
Right.
And I agree wholeheartedly. So before we go. I guess I'm gonna start from Naya Bingy. Forrest, what's your summary of everything we discussed? If you can wrap it up in like 1 minute, what's your summary of everything we discussed, Forrest, when it comes to black man and black woman relations?
I just think, like I said, I listen to Amos Wilson, and our people, we need a lot of love. Our children need a lot of love. And I think that we just need to move with loving intentions to each other, even when it's hard, even though you're going to go through things, just move with love. That's it. Whether it's your brother, sister, your husband, your man, whatever it is, just move with love, because that's the one thing that we're lacking with each other. And at this point in time, it's very bleak. You know, but love is gonna create all that. I know I sound like a hippie, but it's just real. You know, look out for each other.
No,
it's real. Yeah.
Sister Kiara, your summary of everything you done heard tonight, sis.
Pretty much so far. I just, again, going back off of what she said, it's time for us to love each other, be kind to one another, really get back to our roots, examine what that looks like, you know, examine what our roles are as men and as women, examine how we can seek out healing within one another and aid each other in the process. and find what that is, find your person, and whatever that looks like, stick with it, stick it out. And I mean, because we're at war, and like Sister said earlier, it's a spiritual war, at this point. That's the heaviest war that you can go through, you know. So we can't be divided by any means. We have to come together. We have to love on each other and put aside our differences. And like your godmother said, everything that we were taught, it's time to get rid of that, throw it away, and find our true culture, find that true knowledge, and get to it.
Facts. Yeah. Sister Soldier Larisha down there. No, 1 minute. 1 minute. Give us a summary.
Really, it's time for us to know ourselves, know who we are, understand who we are, love who we are, but it's also time for us to heal ourselves, as far as healing our past traumas, as far as healing our younger selves, as far as, just getting over the past and understanding ourselves better and our emotions better, and then we'll have a better understanding of someone else's, if that makes sense.
Right.
And it's just time for us to just love each other, man, and let go of what, like she said, like let go of what was put in our heads by our parents, their grandparents, things like that. Like we got to learn to think for ourselves, man. It's time for us to really just think for ourselves and do what makes us, our spirit feels good with inside. And I feel like the world will be a better place. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts. Queen Sister Nadia.
Yes, sir.
Your summary.
My summary is many of us Black people on these hell shores of North America are suffering from severe cases of PTSD.
Yes.
And because of that, we lash out at each other. We don't appreciate each other. We don't look at each other as divine people of this world. The first people that ever walked this earth.
Yes, ma'am.
When we look at history, kings and queens and things like that, that's all nice to say. It's great to say that the brothers are gods, but the most honorable Elijah Muhammad taught that we were born Muslim, and we are all Allah. So that's men and women, and we just have to start looking at each other like that. And I'm just I don't know what else to say other than thank you for inviting me to be a part of your panel and collaborating with all of you, Brother Al Jihad. I respect you so much for taking the time to listen to us, to even had the forethought to do that. And all these beautiful queens on here, just listening to you all, I learned a lot. I feel y'all. Really, I do. I'm not trying to get choked up, but I really feel y'all. So we all in this together. That's my man.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, all y'all sisters, I'm gonna give you my 30-second summary. Hey, I love everything that I heard today. Like, I'm really, me personally, like I said, I'm never too hard or too man enough to sit back and listen to my queen mothers. You know what I mean? Because the mother is the first teacher. A lot of people don't know that. The Black woman is the first teacher. When we come out the womb, we ain't talking about no goddamn Jesus. We ain't talking about no God. We ain't talking about no entity. The God that we know is mama. You know what I mean? Is mama. So, but I do respect each one of y'all for coming on here and speaking y'all truth. You know what I'm saying? And I only want to say y'all truth because it's really y'all was spitting all facts. You know what I mean? And like I said, me personally, I'm Black woman till I die. I can't see myself waking up with no fur in my bed. All that. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. That's why I would have to say that the Black woman is the most beautiful woman ever to step on this planet.
Gratitude.
You know what I mean? So I don't give a damn what damn passport nigga, whatever. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm speaking not only for the Black women here in the hills of North America. I'm talking about the Black women all over this globe. I'm talking about 196,940,000 square miles. The Black woman is the most beautiful woman on this planet. So I would like to say to y'all, thank y'all. I mean, this is really an honor for me. You know what I mean? For that y'all took out the time to come do this. It was actually 2 more sisters that was supposed to get on there also, but can y'all give me a promise that we can do this again?
So I look forward to it.
Okay, now don't be just telling me this shit, and then when and then I send y'all the link, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about, well, I gotta do something. You know,
I'll be on time.
okay, all
You
right.
can have another notice, that's all. But I would enjoy that. Thank you.
But
Just
next
let me
time,
know.
next time, definitely, I'm gonna get Mama Bezowitz. I know you on there. I know you hearing me. You getting on the next one, Mama Bezowitz. I'm gonna put the link in your phone too, and also, hopefully, God willing, I will get Queen Mother Ya Asantewa. That's one of the sisters that walked with Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad.
Okay.
I had met her in Mississippi at the two-way gun march that we did in Natchez, Mississippi. So hopefully we can get some some of our elder sisters in there. You know that you know that because you know that knowledge right there is supreme within itself. You know.
Yes, it is.
So like I said, we are now 5 minutes from 2 hours. 2 hours.
It was that fast.
5 minutes from 2 hours, but hey, man, it was worth every minute, and it don't even feel like 2 hours. That's the
It doesn't. That flew by.
It really doesn't.
It don't even feel like it. So, but we gonna end this here. We gonna wrap this up, man. Hey, my people that's listening in, that's looking in. Hey, y'all see 4 powerful sister soldiers that gave y'all nothing but that hot truth, man. So please like, share, subscribe. If it resonate, hit the cash out, man. And y'all heard now, all my viewers, y'all heard the sisters. They said when I put out that link, you know what I mean, they gonna come back. You know what I mean? So we definitely gonna do this again, man. Hey, it's been wonderful. And Queens, I would like to say
You know they messing with him at the end.
Yeah, right. Yeah, damn, all that black love.
I know.
All that energy.
Trying to make black people love each other. What the world?
I'm telling you, man.
We was just
I'm getting tired of them messing with my goddamn.
That's what I just said. They messing with him at the end.
Yeah. And I'm trying to get off the damn thing. Funk ass.
Much love, y'all.
All right, peace, love, and light.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace, love, and light, everybody.
Hotel.
Hotel.
Yeah.